I never thought I'd reach this moment, where my heart finds itself so filled with words I never planned on speaking. I told myself I was done, that the silence between us was final, that I had nothing left to give, nothing left to say. You had already walked away, and I convinced myself there was no point in reaching out to someone who had already turned their back, but some things can't stay buried, no matter how much we wish they would. They stir beneath the surface, and one day they rise, uninvited, unrestrained. So here it is, my one and only message for you. Not to win you back, not to fix what was broken, not to change what has already unfolded. This isn't a plea. This is just me, saying what I should have said before, what I should have said when I had the chance. You were right about me. I fought it for so long. I told myself I was the victim, that you were the one who didn't understand. But now, looking back, I see the truth. You were right. I wasn't ready. I didn't know how to love you the way you needed. I thought love was about moments, about passion, about intensity. But you wanted something real, something deeper than all that noise. And I wasn't ready to give it to you. I took you for granted. I see that now, clearer than ever. I see the way I let the small things slip away. I see how you waited for me to meet you halfway, and I never did. How you asked for my time, and I always found 1,000 excuses not to give it. How you gave me your heart, believing it would always be safe in my hands, but I didn't hold it the way you deserved. I thought love was about winning. I didn't understand then that love is about keeping. There were things I never said when I had the chance, things that now feel like the weight of the world. Like how I always knew you were different, how I noticed the way your eyes would light up when you talked about your dreams, how I felt safest when I was with you, even though I was too afraid to admit it. Now, I wonder if someone else gets to see that light in your eyes. If someone else holds your hand the way I should have. If someone else is giving you the love I was too blind to give. But I'm not asking for another chance. I wouldn't even know where to begin. And honestly, I don't think you'd believe me if I told you I've changed. Words are just words, and I know now that love is in the actions, the ones I never took, so I won't ask for another chance. I just need you to know that I see it now. I see what I lost. I see what I ruined. I see you. Too late, but I see you. And I hope, wherever you are, whoever you're with, you finally have the love you deserve. You deserved it long before I ever realized it. This is my one and only message for you. After this, I'll let you go. For real this time. I've said my final words, but why does it still feel like there's a part of me holding on? I thought sending this message would bring me peace. I thought, after finally saying everything I've kept buried, I would feel lighter. But instead, all I feel is this ache. This deep, relentless ache that doesn't fade. Because even though I told myself this was my one and only message for you, part of me still hopes. Hopes that you'll respond. Hopes that you'll hear the words I've said, and that you'll feel the same way. The silence between us feels louder than anything. I check my phone more than I should, knowing I shouldn't. I know I said I was letting go, but every time my screen lights up, my heart skips, only to sink when I realize it's not you. Maybe you've read it. Maybe you ignored it. Maybe you just don't care anymore. That should be my answer. But why does it feel so unfinished? Did you even need this message? Maybe I was the only one carrying all this weight. Maybe you moved on long before I even realized what I had lost. Maybe my words meant nothing to you, just another message from someone you used to love. Or worse, maybe you never even loved me the way I thought you did. Maybe I was the only one who ever felt this deeply. And that thought, it's killing me. Regret, they say, fades with time. That one day, we'll stop replaying every mistake, every moment we should have handled differently. But what if some regrets never leave? What if I'll always wonder what would have happened if I had just loved you the right way, at the right time? What if I'll always be haunted by the fact that when you needed me most, I wasn't there? No more messages. No more waiting. I won't send another message. I won't reach out again. Not because I don't want to, but because I know I don't deserve to. Because love isn't just about what you feel. It's about what you do with those feelings. And I did nothing. So if this silence is my answer, if you never say another word to me, I'll accept it. But just know, if I could go back and change everything, I would. And maybe that's my real punishment. Not losing you, but knowing that I was the reason I lost you. Trying to move on, but failing miserably. I told myself this was it. That I wouldn't check my phone again. That I wouldn't wait for a reply that may never come. That I would finally move on. But here's the truth. No one tells you that letting go isn't a single moment. It's a war, a battle between what you know in your head and what you feel in your heart. And right now my heart is losing. Every little thing reminds me of you. I walk into a coffee shop and I hear someone laugh. For a moment my body reacts before my mind catches up. It's not you. I hear a song playing in the background, and suddenly I'm back in your car, watching you sing along, completely lost in the music. Even the smallest things, like the smell of vanilla, the sight of a street we once walked down, a phrase someone says in passing, it all takes me back to you. And I hate it. I'm trying. I'm really trying to erase you from my life, but it turns out you're everywhere, even in the places I thought were mine. What hurts the most isn't just missing you. It's knowing that right now you might not be thinking about me at all, that while I'm sitting here, haunted by memories, you might be laughing at someone else's jokes, holding someone else's hand, forgetting me. And that's what really breaks me, because I'm still stuck in the past while you've already turned the page. Will I ever hear from you again? I tell myself it doesn't matter, that even if you texted me, even if you finally responded, it wouldn't change anything. But some nights I still hope. Hope for a simple, I miss you. Hope for a, do you ever think about me too? Hope for something, anything that tells me I wasn't the only one who felt this deeply. But the longer the silence stretches, the more I realize maybe I was. And maybe that's why, no matter how much I miss you, I'll never send another message. Because this time it's really over. Trying to forget you feels impossible. Days pass, then weeks, and still, you're everywhere. I tell myself I'm done waiting. I tell myself I've moved on. I even say it out loud sometimes, just to hear the words, just to convince myself it's true. But the truth? I don't know how to let you go. I thought time would fix this. Everyone says time heals all wounds. That one day, I'll wake up and not think about you. That the memories will fade, the ache will disappear, and I'll be able to breathe again without feeling like something's missing, but they were wrong. Because time isn't healing this. If anything, it's making it worse. The more days that pass, the more real it becomes. You're not coming back. I see you living without me. I tried to avoid it, tried not to check, tried to pretend I didn't care. But then someone mentioned your name, and curiosity, it's a dangerous thing. I gave in, and what I saw destroyed me. Because you looked happy. You looked like you had finally moved on, like you weren't looking back, like you weren't carrying even a piece of what I was still holding on to. And that's when I realized I was the only one struggling to forget. Would you even want to hear from me? I wonder if I reached out, if I sent another message, would you even care? Or would you just sigh, shake your head and say, he still doesn't get it? Would you roll your eyes and ignore it? Would you tell me I had my chance and I wasted it? Or worse, would you not even bother to read it at all? So I stay silent, even though it hurts. Because I know the truth now. I could send 100 messages. I could say all the things I never said before. I could pour my heart out in a way I never had the courage to when you were still mine. But it wouldn't matter. Because you don't need my words anymore. And the hardest part of love is knowing when to stop fighting for someone who has already walked away.